The Edmonton Oilers take a 1-0 series lead in the Stanley Cup Final. Dennis Bernstein, Dave Pagnotta, our coverage of the 2025 Stanley Cup Final is presented to you by Carlsberg, probably the best beer in the world. All right, DB.
Yep.
A, well done there.
Thank you.
B, well done Edmonton Oilers. Down 3-0 last Stanley Cup Final. They've got a 1-0 series lead. The tide has shifted a little bit, and it was a well-earned win for them.
All I got to say is one thing, Dave. I'm going to keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. One of these teams going to learn not to back off the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
The shots were 17-2 in the third period in favor of the Oilers. A fourth liner takes a puck over the glass, minor, the game is over. Resiliency, they were down 3-1. They don't quit. Teams are going to, I don't know who's ever going to learn not to quit on the Edmonton Oilers, Dave.
No, and you know what? There's no quit as well from the Florida Panthers in this one. Down 1-0, 66 seconds into the game, and then they turn around, come up 2-1, and just continue to get things going here. And it was back and forth on both ends, the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, great
and then,
game. Yep.
As we talked about, a mistake at the end of it in overtime that led to a power play goal, McDavid to Draisaitl to the back of the net.
Yeah, but you know what? Going back to the second period, though, I didn't love the second goal by Arvidsson. It was a nice shot. I think it surprised Bob, and he was deep in his net.
Yeah.
And that opened the door, because now you go into the third with instead of a 2-goal lead, a 1-goal lead, which he learned after the Ekholm goal. And Dave, what did I tell you? Getting Ekholm back was huge for the team. Look what happened. He got the tying goal in the third period.
A lot of back and forth physically in this one, but nothing over the top. A couple little love taps, I guess, from Sam Bennett to to Stuart Skinner.
Sure.
But nothing over the top. Both teams, I don't want to say it was a feeling out process because they understand how each of them perform, but a little different. It's a year later. There was still a little bit of there was some timidness, I think, from that side of things.
Well, there wasn't any tournaments between Aaron Ekblad and Corey Perry. They were battling all night for real estate in front of a Bobrovsky. And I just think that a team that is so resilient like the Oilers are, and their depth came through. And you know, had a great game? Kasperi Kapanen.
Yes.
He almost won it in overtime, hit the post on that. He hit a great game. He got elevated in-game by Chris Knoblauch. And, of course, now the Florida Panthers will have to make, I guess, some changes. Maybe Nosek doesn't play after taking that puck over the glass in two. But they really need to win Game 2 now, Dave, because you don't want to be in the same hole that the Oilers were in last season, going back home 0-2.
No, and I think the Florida Panthers would settle for a split in this one to go home. Yep. This barn was electric. It quieted down a little bit.
At 3-1, it was quiet.
Everyone was going, uh-oh.
But I was here in the LA series. It was quiet then too, and then. You know what? You can't let up. You have to play a full 60 minutes against this team. They are so resilient now because of their depth, because Skinner's been better in net, and they're up 1-0 in the series.
And I'm glad you mentioned Kapanen earlier because he had a number of opportunities. He was throwing the body around. He was an energy type of catalyst for this team. And as the game progressed, you saw his emotions coming out on the bench. Even in that overtime, he was hyping up his teammates.
He was angry when he didn't get that goal. You saw him on the bench. He was like really pissed that he couldn't finish the game. But of course, Leon finished it from Connor McDavid. No surprise there.
Depth played a factor in this one for both clubs, but especially the Edmonton Oilers. We'll see how the Florida Panthers respond. The only change going into this one, Boquist came in for Greer. We'll check on the health of AJ Greer in the coming days. Check back with us tomorrow on Thursday for our off-day report. Dennis Bernstein, Dave Pagnotta. The Oilers up 1-0 here in Edmonton. We will check back with you tomorrow here on our coverage of the 2025 Stanley Cup Final, presented by Carlsberg.